Hello friends, Lexus has gone crazy and literally obsessed with crossovers, continuing to increase their numbers. Now the company has decided to raid the compact crossover class and release a competitor for the local inhabitants. It turned out to be Lexus LBX. Sounds menacing and intimidating, but in reality it is a compact 5-door crossover with a wheelbase of 2.5 meters, and yes, this is a more expensive Toyota Yaris Cross. The appearance of the new LBX is mixed feelings as after alcohol. Yesterday was fun, today it's sad. The feet of the novelty is built according to branded patterns with traditionally curved optics from rack to rack. But the front parts somehow went wrong. In place of the familiar grille, seeing the hourglass, it offers a simpler one-color version and its own unique front optics. Not like any other product of the company. I don't mind experimenting as long as they don't make the car look like a skull product. The interior is a different story altogether. He's really cool here, and I don't understand why Lexus didn't use this architecture on the old models of the company. There is a neatly integrated 12-inch digital instrument cluster. Neat and 10-inch touchscreen display does not cause a desire to show this marvel of engineering. In general, everything is really cool with the interior of the crossover. There is one truth. It is similar in its architecture to the interior of a brand new Mercedes C-Class. But such a similarity of LBX is only good. The new crossover is built on the G.A.B front-wheel drive architecture and offers a hybrid transmission consisting of a 3-cylinder semi-liter gasoline engine combined with a choice of 2 or 3 electric motors. The power of the power plant is 136 horsepower and 185 Newton-meters of torque. But with 2 electric motors you get front-wheel drive and a torsion beam at the rear. But with 3 electric motors you get all-wheel drive and double wishbone suspension. Both options, without exception, work with a variator and a small battery that powers those same electric motors. To accelerate to the first 100, LBX spends 9.2 seconds. Which is quite normal for this class of crossovers. You won't get unconscious, but it should be enough to get through the green light. New LBX production to arrive at the end of 2023. And its main market will be Europe, where such crossovers are very fond of. The presentation of the new 5th Series A did not have time to die down. Information about the upcoming M5 BMW, which will become the crown of the new generation of the 5, has already appeared on the network. The super sedan lit up with a minimal amount of camouflage film on the northern loop, where it famously cuts through the green hell and shows what it is capable of. The first thing you have to get used to is that from now on the M5 BMW will be a plug-in hybrid. The car retained the 4.4-liter twin-turbocharged V8. True, the new product will use its new revision with the S68 index. The company will make him an electric motor with a capacity of 130 forces. The electric motor will be powered by the battery, though its capacity is still unknown. Is it known that it will be enough for a sedan to be able to drive an average of 80 kilometers on electric power alone? This is a very good indicator. But let's be frank. No one in their right mind would buy a M5 BMW to save fuel. It's just a nice bonus. But the power figures are what they take the new M5 for. The simplest basic configuration of a fat sedan will produce crazy 720 horsepower and 800 Newton-meters of momentum. This is enough for him to overcome the milestone of 3 seconds in acceleration to the first 100, and this is a very good indicator. A little later, the company will also introduce a new generation of M5 BMW SE. In this case, the power of the power plant will exceed the threshold of 750 forces. and acceleration to the first 100 will be reduced to 2 whole and 7/10 of a second. Just go crazy. Premiere of the new M5 BMW in July 2024. Peugeot has published pictures of the new interior of the iCockpit. Let me remind you that his past interpretation was presented back in 2010 and to this day looks like something unusual and alien. The new interpretation of the interior looks more mundane but is still able to surprise immature minds with its architecture. The French still succumbed to the pressure of modern trends in automotive fashion, and so I equipped the new interior with huge curved displays with a diagonal of 21 inches. In fact, there are 2 screens, but they are neatly built into a single panel. Looks very nice. The screens are set high enough so that the steering wheel does not block your access to the dashboard. Frenchies have long been indulging in similar things and it looks different than everyone else. Because of this, the wheel has an unusual flattened shape and is also equipped with touch buttons. The design department of the company decided not to stop solely with 2 screens and provided the new interior with a small touch panel with quick access to the most frequently used functions of the car. Of course, all this is covered with glossy plastic that loves to scratch and becomes unusable pretty quickly. Separately, I would like to note the interesting background lighting and the fact that a huge amount of fabrics is used in the interior decoration. The new interior will debut on the all-new Peugeot 3008 as early as September 2023. So what are we waiting for, friends? But I don't have everything for today. Forget to subscribe to the channel so as not to miss new videos. Good luck to everyone and see you.